Good morning. My name is Mr. Boehm. I'm the electricity instructor here at the Academy of Virginia Randolph, and today we're going to teach students how to fabricate a EMT stub-up 90. Does anybody here know what a 90 is? Carl?
Is it an angle on a square?
Absolutely. How many degrees are in a circle?
360.
360, right? So we're trying to get 90 of that. And for all those of y'all that don't know, this right here is what a 90 looks like. Now, Jamal, when do you think we'd use a 90? When do you think we'd use a 90-degree angle? Gotta go around something. If I look up right now, I can see that there's a back-to-back one up there in the corner right there. See that right there? Okay. So what I'm gonna teach y'all how to do today is how to make one of those, okay? This right here is called EMT, electric metallic tubing, okay? It's a raceway. Does anybody know what a raceway is? Everybody heard that term before? Okay, a raceway is defined in the NEC, what's NEC stand for again, Jamal? National Electrical Code. Thank you, sir. An enclosed channel designed expressly for holding wires, cables, or bus bars with additional functions as permitted in this code. Okay, so what's going to go in here, Carl? Wire. Absolutely. Okay. We have two types of pipe that we're going to bend today, okay? The first one is 1/2 inch. It's the easiest. It's the smallest one that you can bend with a hand bender, okay? The next size we have is 3/4, which if we get to that, we get to that. There are two types of benders here. This hand bender right here is for 1/2 inch EMT. And as you can see right here, it'll tell you 1/2 inch EMT, okay? 1/2 inch EMT. It'll also have on here stubs up to 5 inches, okay? So what that means is there's a 5-inch difference from right here, from the radius of the pipe from right here to right here, it takes up 5 inches. So let's say that I wanted to have a 90 that was going into a box and I wanted it at 20 inches, okay? So I need this from the floor here to be 20 inches. Well, I would take my total length, which would be 20 inches, and I would subtract the take-up from the stub-up length. So if 20 minus 5 would be what? 15. Okay, so I make a mark at 15 on the pipe, and we're going to mark it with pencil. It's imperative that you mark it with pencil and not Sharpie. Any reason why, Anna? What do you think? That's right. So if you notice the EMT that's in our room right now, that's exposed, okay? So it's best not to have a bunch of Sharpie all over your pipe. Pencil, I can always erase that, yeah? Okay. So there's an arrow on here, and I want you all to see this right here. There's an arrow right here. That arrow is where you're going to put your mark, okay, your pencil mark. Okay, so if your stub up was 20 inches and you subtracted 5, made a mark at 15, you put that mark right there on that arrow. Okay, see that arrow? Everybody see that arrow? Right there. Right there. Okay. Does everybody know how to read a tape measure? Know how to read a tape measure, Jamal? Well, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. All right. All right, so we'll take our EMT here. We'll take our tape measure. Oh, torpedo level, for those of y'all that don't know, okay? So this is level, and this is what? Plumb, okay? There's two different terms there, okay? So we're going to use our tape measure, our torpedo levels, and our pencil, okay? If I can get a sharp one here. All right, so I'm going to go to the end of the pipe, and we wanted our stub up to be what? Give me a measurement. 20. You want to make it 20? All right, so I see 20 right here, but I need to subtract 5 because we're dealing with the take-up of 5 inches for a 1/2 inch EMT. So I'm going to make a mark at 15, okay, with pencil. Now what I like to do is once I made my mark, I like to make that mark completely around the pipe, okay, like so. Everybody see that? Okay. And again, I can erase that. Okay. So I'm going to take our EMT bender here. There's a couple different ways that you can bend this, but I'm going to show you probably the most effective way to bend it with for a 90. It's going to be on the ground. So I can see that my arrow is lined up with my mark right there. It's right on my mark. Okay. I'm going to place the bender down. Okay. And then with foot pressure, and this is why boots are so important, not slides. We want to put foot pressure right here with your left. If you're left-handed or right-handed, I think this is the way to go. If you're left-handed, you might want to put your right foot on there. But apply all the pressure with your left foot like this, okay? Keep that pressure on there and then pull back, okay? Now obviously, that's not a 90 degrees, right? Grab my level here. So you got to pull back a little bit more, keeping that foot pressure right here, okay? And then you want to get it as close to about 90 degrees as you can, okay? And then you're going to take your torpedo level here, and it has a magnet on one side. And you can stick it to this side. And were you looking for it to be level or plumb? Plumb. Plumb, right? This is the one that is for plumb. And as you can see, it needs to come back a little bit more, okay? This 1/2-inch EMT is pretty malleable, and it bends very easily. So a little will do a lot. So that one's a little bit over. So I can actually take the bender out, put my level on there, and that looks right in between the lines. That's dead plumb. So that is 90 degrees right there. And how I check the length on this, okay? You want to get something straight, like so. And what was our stub up length we were looking for? 20 inches. 20 inches. Our stub up length is 20 inches, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I want to give you all a measurement, and then I want you all to stub me up a 90.
All right.
Sound like a plan?
Sound like a plan.
Let's make it happen. Somebody give me an 18.5 inch.
18 and a half inch. I got 17 and a quarter. I got 18 and a half inch.
I got 18 and a half.
No, you already called it.
Y'all can bend the same. Y'all can bend the same. It's totally okay. Y'all spread out. Once you get your mark, again, I only have 2 benders here, so we're going to have to share the benders, okay?
Here, bro, I'm not finna hold this for you, bro. Why you hold that down? Because I can. I'm strong enough to do that. Feel me?
There we go.
Damn, I mean,
17 and a quarter. And then I subtract 5 from that.
Okay, the arrow on this one. Yep. The arrow's going to be the black right there.
So I put it.
Set it on the ground. I'm going to move this level so you don't trip on it there. All right, so you, my friend, you have the 3/4 EMT. So you're going to use the red bender. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more. And I want you to take notice here. Take up is 6 inches for 3/4 EMT. So whatever your measurement is, subtract 6 instead of 5. Set it on the ground.
So 17 and a quarter minus 45.
All right. You have to bend it some more because that's definitely not.
So
Remember foot pressure, baby. Foot pressure.
is it 12 and a quarter then? If it's 17 and a quarter minus 5, it's 12 and a quarter.
Correct. So take the bender out of there. There you go. Okay. Put that down. Okay. Get the torpedo level and put it on here. As you can see, you overbent this one, right? You see how it's kind of kicked out this way? So there's a few different things that you can do. Again, like I said, EMT is very malleable. Let me see the hand bender. Okay. You can take the back side of this, put it in like so. Okay. Apply the foot pressure near the radius of the bend and push back a little bit. Okay. As you can, I can see that it's still not there, is it? A little bit more, but you see how we yep. Gotta push it away from me.
looks perfect.
What do you think?
Perfect.
Perfect?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Hold that,
Pause.
Jaheim.
Forgot how to
It's okay.
Give me.
So look. You check the measurement on that? So that is the length that you bent right there. Okay, so that's the part that you're gonna measure. So you wanna take it from here.
See, I knew that, but I was saying that if you knew that.
Oh,
I knew
I
that.
appreciate you. Keeping me sharp. Okay?
Shit, subtract 6, so.
Okay. And when you finish, make sure you put the tape measure and everything else. Hold on now, hold on. Remember what I said, foot pressure.
Oh, and that joint. Oh.
Yep. Okay. Now hold on, before you get going, just double check your mark and make sure that your mark is on your arrow. You don't want it, that's really crucial. Because if it's not, you're not gonna bend the right pipe. Okay?
Keeps on sliding off.
Okay. See your mark right there?
Yeah.
See the arrow? So you've already started your bend, so this one's gonna be, you're kind of locked into where it's at. Okay? So. Okay. Try the foot pressure on the bender this time. Put your back foot on the back part here. Okay?
And just pull.
Pull up. Keep going. Keeping that foot pressure there. Keep going. Try that right there. All right? Hold on. Don't take it off just yet. Okay? All right, look and make sure, see if it's plumb.
Nah.
Okay, so what do you have to do?
Use both.
Probably gotta bend it some more, right?
Yeah. Still not. I mean.
We'll take the bender off.
And we don't
What do you think?
No, it's still not long. Well, yeah, it is. But
Look, that'll work.
yeah.
All right, so check the length on it, okay? Take this.
This one.
So then it's gonna like so. Okay? Flip that over. Bring it over here.
I think that's right.
Foot pressure?
Wait, how you take this out?
Did you just say you think it's level?
And you gotta take this out.
Is it from 90?
Let me see.
No, this is 18. This is 18. Oh.
Okay. Did you get it bent to where you wanted it? Yeah? Okay. So just lift up on the bender and it comes right off. Okay?
I've done it before.
I can tell that that's not plumb,
Please
but you can check it out.
How do you
I've already
know?
done it before.
You can see that it's kind of sticking out.
Show me how it's
I used to come in his class last year. Is it a 90?
Yep.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Now check the length on it. See if you got it right.
Good job, man.
Yeah, Jamal.
Is it a 90?
Yep.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Now check the length on it. See if you got it right.
Good job, man.
Yeah, Jamal.
Oh, that's a problem.
Okay, so you overbent that one, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So what are you gonna do?
Put it right here.
I'll take your level. Okay? The key here, Fitz, is to keep your foot pressure right here as you put this on and bend it back this way. But keep foot pressure there. Okay? And bend it to where you think it's pretty straight up. A little bit more. A little bit more. Try a little bit more. Try that.
Is it really?
It's about as straight as a circle. What?
It's about as straight as a circle.
I'll take the bender.
At least I got my right first time.
So you want to check it this way. Okay, look. Can you see how it's in the bubbles right there? Okay? All right. So now check your length on it. Make sure that you got the right stub up length. And what do you got?
16.
16 and what?
Damn it.
3/8. What you want?
So off just a little.
By how much? Oh, so let's take a look here. If you said 18 and a half, you were supposed to subtract what?
6.
6, right?
Yeah.
So that would have left me with what, 12 and a half?
Yep.
All right, so look. So this
I
one,
wasn't
so
measuring
that,
the line.
so that one's in 12 and 3/4, so that one's a little bit long right there, okay? So that could have thrown you off as well. And then not having this mark exactly on that arrow could also be a factor as well,
All right.
okay? So what I'd like you to do is try another one, okay? Try it on the other side of that, or try it with the half inch,
All right.
okay? Yeah, they look real good. Okay. So we got 4 fabricated 90s, well 5 here. Some of the takeaways here that I saw was we're having some problem with the measurements just because if you don't put that mark exactly on that arrow, we could have a hiccup. If you don't measure exactly 3/8, it's a quarter, or if it's 3/4, you're gonna be off significantly, okay? So it's really critical. A guy I used to run pipe with, he told me one time, if you take accurate measurements and you bend everything by the math, the pipe pretty much runs itself, okay? So it's really critical to take the right measurements and to bend it accurately, okay? The 90s look good as far as I can tell. And any takeaways here from y'all? Fits? Nothing? You guys like bending pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah? This is the electricity class at AVR signing off.
Bye.